On that tranquil Thursday evening, the kind where silence envelops the home like a heavy quilt, the world outside seemed to pause. Derek, my husband, had taken to the skies that morning, embarking on a journey to Chicago for a 3-day conference. As dawn broke, we exchanged our farewells in the driveway, the clock striking 6 a.m. He stood there, a travel bag casually draped over one shoulder, a travel mug cradled in his hand, ready to embark on his journey. He pressed his lips gently against my cheek, a soft promise lingering in the air that he would reach out before the night fell. I smiled, waved him off, and then returned to the house, savoring the tranquility that enveloped me. My heart was undeniably drawn to Derek. Yet, after 16 years of sharing their lives, the thought of a few nights spent in solitude felt like a delightful escape. It's just me, wrapped in a cozy fleece blanket, sipping chamomile tea, with the Netflix queue waiting patiently, untouched during his presence. The house stood pristine, candles flickering softly, while our son, Alex, retreated to his sanctuary upstairs, surely enveloped in his headphones, immersed in one of those captivating online games that always drew him in. Alex had undergone a remarkable transformation over the past year. At 18, he found himself in that peculiar realm straddling the line between boyhood and adulthood. He stood tall, almost reaching 6 feet, his brown hair tousled and a serene demeanor enveloping him. Once upon a time, he was a vibrant and lively child, trailing behind me wherever I went, his mind brimming with a cascade of curious questions. Now, he seldom uttered a word unless prompted by another. I attempted to convince myself it was merely a fleeting moment, that he was on a journey of self-discovery, that perhaps college had altered his focus. Yet the ache of separation remained just as profound. As the clock struck 9 p.m., I caught the faint sound of gentle footsteps descending the stairs. Curled up on the couch, lost in the charm of a romantic comedy, I glanced up to find Alex framed in the doorway of the living room. Hey, Mum, he whispered softly. Greetings, my dear. Is everything okay? He nodded, a moment of uncertainty flickering across his face. Hey there, I was just thinking, would you like to spend some time together? That took me by surprise. Shall we gather and share some moments together? Indeed. Well, with Dad away from the house, perhaps we could embark on a little adventure, or engage in a delightful pastime, just like the good old days. A gentle smile began to bloom on my face. Would you care to join me for a game of cards? He simply shrugged, a gesture that spoke volumes without uttering a single word. Should you desire? Indeed, I desire. It's been ages since you've brought that up. I set the remote aside, reached for the deck of cards tucked away in the coffee table drawer, and beckoned to the cushion beside me. As Alex settled into his seat, we embarked on a few rounds of rummy, the cards shuffling between us like the unfolding of a tale. In the beginning, there was a sense of unease. We stumbled through the rules, chuckled at our own lapses, and playfully reminisced about who had a knack for bending the rules back in the day. Yet, gradually, the cadence found its way back. Our laughter flowed more freely. I caught fleeting glimpses of the boy I once knew. Following a handful of rounds, we took a moment to indulge in some snacks. I retrieved the popcorn and soda, and we settled into the couch as if we were two long-lost companions, ready to share a moment together. For a fleeting moment, all seemed to align in a beautiful harmony. Then, Alex posed a question that took me by surprise. Mum, do you ever find yourself in a moment where everything feels like it's at a standstill? As I gazed upon him, a sense of confusion washed over me. Trapped in a moment, unable to move forward. It's as if you're embodying a role in the grand narrative of your existence. It feels as though every twist and turn is unfolding as it should. Yet deep down, it's not quite aligning with your true desires. In that moment, I hesitated, caught in a web of uncertainty about how to reply. What a profound inquiry. He gazed downward, his fingers dancing over the popcorn bowl. I've been pondering. Once upon a time, there was a tale woven around you, and Dad taught your daily journey. It feels as though I'm revisiting familiar tales. Does it ever feel weary? I placed the cards gently on the table. Alex, your father and I have woven a tapestry of life together. An excellent tale. It might not dazzle, but we find joy in it. He gave a slight nod. But tell me, are you truly happy? The question lingered, suspended in the atmosphere. I prepared to share my thoughts. But just then, the power flickered and vanished into the shadows. The shadows enveloped the room, and a startled gasp escaped my lips. Excellent, I whispered to myself, reaching for my phone to activate the flashlight. With a determined spirit, Alex rose to their feet. I shall take a look at the fuse box. I'll come with you, I said swiftly, my heart racing at the thought of facing the darkness alone. As we descended into the basement, the narrow staircase groaned softly beneath our steps, each creak echoing the secrets of the shadows below. The air carried a chill, whispering secrets of dust and the lingering scent of aged paint. With a keen eye, Alex knelt beside the fuse panel, scrutinizing the array of switches before him. There's nothing tripped, he remarked. Perhaps it's simply the charm of the neighborhood. I made my way back up the stairs. In that moment, an unusual sight caught my attention. Alex, what's the reason behind the back window being open? He cast his gaze in that direction. I find myself at a loss. I chose not to open it. We strolled over together. The window was not merely ajar. It appeared as though it had been compelled. A shiver coursed through me, sending a chill racing down my spine. I believe someone attempted to intrude, I murmured, Alex's jaw clenched with determination. Remain in this place. No, I declared, seizing his arm with urgency. It would be wise to reach out to the authorities. Yet Alex simply shook his head. Allow me a moment to take a swift glance at the backyard. If anyone remains in the shadows beyond. With a flashlight in hand, he ventured toward the stairs, each step echoing with anticipation. I trailed behind him, my heart racing with anticipation. We moved quietly through the house, glancing out through the back door, yet found nothing awaiting us. Silence enveloped the scene, a stillness so profound that only the faint, distant hum of emergency lights could be heard echoing from down the block. As we stood there, gazing into the shadows, Alex turned to me and said, "You know, this might sound strange, but I find myself oddly grateful for this moment." With a swift flutter of my eyelids, I paused for a moment, delighted, for it provided us with a chance to reconnect, to draw near once more. My heart constricted. It dawned on me, in a moment of quiet reflection, just how deeply his absence had been felt. I've missed you as well, I murmured gently. With a decisive click, we secured the doors, drew the curtains tight, and summoned the flickering glow of candles to dance in the living room. The energy remained elusive, still absent from the world. In the gentle glow of candlelight, we found ourselves enveloped in a serene silence, each lost in our own thoughts. After a moment, Alex spoke up, saying, "There's something I must share with you." And I held back my words, not wanting to speak while Dad was present. I felt a surge of tension. All right, what do we have here? I have no desire to attend business school. I understand that this is what you and Dad envisioned, but I have my own aspirations that I wish to pursue. I aspire to delve into the world of creative writing, perhaps even exploring the realm of screenwriting. I gazed at him, utterly astonished. Alex, why didn't you share that with us? For the simple reason that Father would not grasp it. He believes it's a squandered opportunity. Writing is merely a pastime. I let out a heavy breath. Your father, he simply desires what is truly best for you. He is concerned about safety and consistency. I understand. Yet I can no longer maintain the facade. Unbeknownst to you, I've been exploring various programs and submitting my applications. I was fortunate enough to gain acceptance into one, He retrieved his phone and presented an email to me. It hailed from a renowned film institute on the West Coast. I delved into it, my heart racing with anticipation. Alex, this is truly remarkable. His gaze sought out mine. You are not mad, angry. My heart swells with pride. An overwhelming sense of joy fills me. I simply wish you hadn't felt the need to conceal it. He smiled, a warm, heartfelt smile that brightened his entire face. Thank you, dear mother. That holds immense significance. In that moment, the power surged back to life, illuminating the room with a warm glow. We shared a hearty laugh at the perfect timing. Just as I rose to extinguish the flickering candles, Alex clasped my hand tightly. I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude for all that you have done. You've always been my steadfast companion. Even in moments when I pretended indifference, emotions surged within me, bringing a glimmer of moisture to my eyes. In every moment that unfolds, I will stand by you, Alex, unwavering and steadfast. That night, we lingered in conversation for hours, weaving tales of college, life, and the dreams that lay ahead. As I settled into bed, a gentle warmth stirred within me, a soft and comforting presence that felt like a secret whisper in the night. My son had matured, indeed. Yet he remained close to me. He remained my own. In that moment, I understood that regardless of the journey he embarked upon, he would find his way just fine. Upon Derek's return 2 days later, I revealed all that had transpired. At first, he felt the twinge of reluctance, but as the days unfolded, his heart began to warm to the idea. It wasn't the journey we had imagined for our son, but it was the path he chose, and that held greater significance. At times, existence unveils its unexpected twists through a sudden power outage, an uninvited window of opportunity, or a spirited late-night card game. And at times, those are the moments that draw you nearer than you've been in ages. All I know is that the night transformed everything, and I shall always remember the moment my son took action in the absence of my husband.